Khash and MVP going at it here tonight, Joel. This one is going to be a unique matchup, two contrasting styles.
Indeed. MVP very well versed, though very versatile, world traveled, and no matter what your style is, he's going to try to find a counter for it, usually successfully.
MVP, one of the greatest United States champions in WWE history, also former WWE World Tag Team Champion with Matt Hardy, whose brother Jeff Hardy, incidentally, will go head-to-head against Rey Mysterio later on tonight. He has an extensive amateur wrestling background, but you can tell that MVP, with his accolades and his ring generalship, sort of intimidates one King Khash.
Yeah, MVP is an amazing individual with an unbelievable life story, and having thus far just a sky's the limit professional wrestling career, which right now is at its peak, in its prime.
And he's almost like a Bernard Hopkins in the sense that he's been a pro for well over a decade, but it seems like he's just, MVP makes it a point to want to try to go in and show the younger guys how it's done. King Khash trying to win the test of strength, but so far it is all MVP, and MVP is like, all right, you want to go ahead and try to go for a shoulder block? A barrel of steam, and he bowls over King Khash, goes into the outside. Look at King Khash holding his head. You're not going to win the test of strength against MVP.
You've got to think that MVP is here because he knows how much history there's going to be emanating from this event going into the future. It's going to be a landmark event. He knows it's a high-profile event. That's where MVP goes, the kinds of things he does. As for King Khash, he's here because of MVP. Because if he can beat MVP tonight, it makes it the highlight of his career.
No doubt about it, Joel. And for MVP, he can literally go wherever he wants and sign on the dotted line, and any promotion, any organization would love him. And a nice job as a snap air there, an arm drag by MVP. Picking him up, looking for, and he dumps him down, does MVP. MVP, as the fans come to their feet here in Washington, and MVP looking to go bowling, but King Khash says no.
Just as the fans were making it to their feet, as you were saying, so did King Khash roll out and make it to his feet on the arena floor.
MVP is here because he realizes what Lucha Ilimitado is trying to do, and he wants to be at the start of something great. King Khash is hoping he can get his career going in the right direction, but so far him being on the outside, and the fans are getting to the Tehran, Iran native, and a slap right to the face. King Khash going all around the ring, and right there to the apron does MVP send King Khash.
These fans, oh man, oh right, sternum into the guardrail. I was gonna say that these fans, MVP is somebody that they came to see, somebody who they are looking forward to, and he's a fan favorite, especially when he decides that he wants to play by the rules and be honorable. So if King Khash is going to get set off by these fans, it's certainly, hopefully, I would think, something he knew to expect going in.
Oh, and MVP actually took a Diet Coke, it seemed like, from one of the fans. But look at King Khash as MVP taking too much time on the apron. He sends MVP out to the guardrail, and this may be the opening that King Khash was looking for all night long.
And he's going to have to exploit every one that he gets, because against a competitor like MVP, you're not going to get very many opportunities.
And from a wrestling standpoint, Joe, I think it's fair to say it's very different, amateur wrestling compared to pro wrestling. It is King Khash who has to win the fight, and now some jabs followed by a right cross that sends MVP to one knee.
MVP down, King Khash coming across the ring at him and lifts and drives his knee into MVP's skull. Goes for the cover.
The cover by Alex Robinson, and only a 2 count. But right now, if you are King Khash, you have to seize the opportunity. Right hands to the side of the head. King Khash is doing everything he can to try to really take a lot out of MVP, and now he goes, he has a chin lock there, but he has both legs clasped, and he's separating his arms so that MVP cannot help himself whatsoever.
Not the sort of chin lock that you see every day. Doesn't make it any less effective.
But that comes from that amateur wrestling background in Iran. I am sure that they have done that to guys who haven't really done things the right way in practice and things along those lines. It's almost like a punishment, sort of, Joel.
And getting punished right now by it is MVP. Slow to get back to his feet, but now starting to mount some offense.
Well, MVP's been in countless fights against the likes of Triple H and The Undertaker, Shinsuke Nakamura, John Cena, so it doesn't matter. MVP has been in plenty of fights during the course of his career. King Khash, a running knee right there, driving it into the abdominal region of MVP.
MVP in a world of hurt right now. A lot of pain, grimacing, and it looks like from the way he's clutching his core, his midsection, it looks like he's going to have a lot of trouble getting the breath and the air in him that he needs to stand back up.
And also King Khash just delivered a soccer kick right to the spinal region of MVP, and MVP is writhing in pain as Alex Robinson checking on him. As MVP now with some jabs, showing some of that amateur boxing background that he had, and a right hand putting down King Khash.
Clothesline by MVP, sorry.
No, MVP really, he is going to work. I think he's sensing it may be time to go balling at some point. King Khash whisked to the turnbuckle, and what a forearm smash again. MVP is just going out there and delivering some shots, and look at that, a suplex by MVP. And now King Khash seems to have his brain scrambled, and a shot to the throat, followed by a knee, and down goes King Khash. Uh-oh, one of my favorite times, Joel. I think it's time to go, as they like to say, ballin' for MVP.
Lands it.
Could that be enough? Almost like a perfect plex to cover. And no. Oh my, King Khash kicks out at the very last moment. 2 3/4.
Yeah, hooked him, cradled him, just didn't have enough.
And a rake to the eyes by King Khash. A spinning forearm shot to the temple. This could be it. And no, MVP got his shoulder up. That almost seemed like it was a done deal for King Khash to get the 3 count.
He thought so too. He seemed incredulous.
But now King Khash is going up to the top turnbuckle. Could this delay hurt King Khash, Joel?
Yeah, well, he's vulnerable there. Got stuck, got caught, and got deposited by MVP.
And what a kick! Oh my goodness! He's knocked unconscious! This one is over! MVP